Hello everyone, and welcome to my bold and the beautiful spoilers. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before we begin, please hit the subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up. Taylor is the large victor. Edge gets back to other genuine romance. The strong and the lovely spoilers archive that Taylor Hayes shows up prone to rejoin with Edge Forrester. Something that he and Brooke Logan would have thought inconceivable only weeks prior is going to work out. The plan that Carter Walton imagined happened as expected. Edge has erroneously acknowledged trust Logan as the main impetus in a threatening takeover of Forrester manifestations. Yet, in all actuality, Carter went with his own choice. Brooke has been compelled to guard her girl in spite of having promptly enlightened Edge regarding the discussion she heard Trust and Carter having at her lodge. The strong and the wonderful spoilers, Carter Walton looks for abstract equity. Any individual who utilizes the term equity does as such with complete subjectivity. In this example, Carter accepts that the Forrester family hasn't given the Logan women their simply due. Eric Forrester dislikes Carter's self-involved examination. It's self-involved on the grounds that holy person Victor's personality benefits the most from pushing the Logan's alleged reason. Eric's procured right is to pick who runs the organization he helped to establish. Having provided the resourcefulness and capital, Eric is the sole determiner of what is best for Forrester manifestations, not its recruited head working official, who was given a board seat lately. While Edge's suspicions about Trust's power are misguided, he thinks his freshly discovered love's underwriting intensely upholds Carter's activities. Like Carter, she is a huge recipient of this alleged quest for equity. The strong and the lovely spoilers Edge Forrester needs sympathy. Edge was tossed for the business circle of his life. He never expected his dearest companion, who he called a sibling, to deceive him to such a boundless degree. However, that occurred. As far as it matters for him, Carter accepts that FC became derailed and was in danger for possible disappointment. Be that as it may, the manner in which he approached dealing with the organization included the utilization of deliberate misdirection. Edge needs a caring ear, and Brooke can't offer both of hers. She heard the assumed love of her life verbally abuse desire to her face, and despite her good faith. Brooke anticipates that from Steffi Forrester Finnegan, yet won't endure that from Edge. The strong and the wonderful spoilers, greetings yet again, Taylor Hayes. Taylor's conviction that she was getting back to Los Angeles, California, to experience her last days demonstrated sensational. Rather than having congestive cardiovascular breakdown, she has broken heart disorder, which is treatable. Edge can push Taylor's mending cycle by rejoining with the other genuine affection of his life. Instead of seem like living in fantasy land, this has become more than conceivable. Brooke is the re-established CEO at FC. In this way, until or except if she switches the pressure or it dies down in a manner that re-establishes the Forrester family power, Taylor has acquired her most prominent shot of being with Edge in numerous years. The strong and the lovely spoilers archive that Taylor emergency isn't quite as unavoidable and desperate as she at first accepted. However, her messed up heart disorder conclusion probably isn't prompting a fast arrangement. Watchers could never have acknowledged Taylor's moment fix or fast arrangement following Dr. Effortlessness Buckingham's perspective. Fortunately, Edge Forrester persuaded his double-cross ex to seek after choices when she felt bound. Taylor's negative viewpoint was combined with her revisitation of Los Angeles, California. Thus, the widely acclaimed specialist was being goaded by her better impulses. She knew that Edge and all who cherished her wouldn't permit an acknowledgement of an appearing destiny. The striking and the lovely spoilers seeking after mending at the Precipice House. Forrester Finnegan and John Finn Finnegan as of late experienced recuperating at their superb home. The Precipice House is a novel setting on a show loaded up with many eye-getting homesteads. Edge felt it was best for Taylor to meet with the healer at the Finnegan home. She didn't know what the fact was, however she ultimately understood the psychological advancement Edge was expecting. Taylor answered as Edge expected. She perceived the need to view her well-being in a serious way and acknowledged that cutting-edge medication offers the most obvious opportunity to cure her actual state. The striking and the lovely spoilers Edge Forrester put stock in equilibrium. Seeing Taylor break down at Forrester manifestations was stunning. Notwithstanding, Edge was later appreciative he was available in light of the fact that being there when Taylor blacked out made an opening for her to come clean with him. Kay's personality accepts he can uphold Taylor and that Brooke Logan will be alright with it. He figures Brooke will have sympathy for Taylor and not be compromised. In any case, Brooke's underlying response to Taylor referencing her analyzed condition was mistrust. Brooke thought Taylor was overstating as one more ploy to win Edge. However, his ongoing affection was off base. The strong and the wonderful spoilers, Taylor Hayes' well-being misfortunes tended to. While it's great that Taylor is resolving the issues she's been having, there is certainly not a fast pathway to re-established well-being. This storyline will prompt a further accentuation on arrangements. Broken heart disorder mirrors other heart-related issues. That suggests Taylor will require clinical consideration. Edge said that she is taking medicine, yet it seems like hospitalization is not too far off. Edge will normally be sincerely pulled to Taylor and decide to invest energy with her and their kids. Brooke will just offer such a lot of thought. An extended story will increment pressures among Edge and Brooke, giving Taylor an unsought chance to influence her most prominent love's heart. It's too early to know if Edge is moving toward Taylor, will remain completely dedicated to Brooke, or on the other hand in the event that a contort will come. Yet, this is a convincing beginning in Los Angeles, California. B&B star Rebecca Budig has forever been a promoter of post-pregnancy emotional wellness. The strong and the lovely entertainer Rebecca, who is most popular for her job as Taylor Hayes on the hit CBS Cleanser, had drilled down into her fight with post-pregnancy anxiety. She needs to say this. B&B star Rebecca has forever been a supporter of post-pregnancy psychological wellness. As per Cleanser's top to bottom, Rebecca concedes that the months after she brought forth her little girl Charlotte back in September 2014 were difficult on her. I had my little girl a long time back, shared. At the point when she was around 5 months old, I was determined to have post-pregnancy anxiety and uneasiness. My thought process would be the least demanding, most euphoric. A great time ended up being one of the hardest, she added. Numerous ladies go through it, yet the disgrace I felt was overpowering. There is a lot of tension when you become a mother. It begins with breastfeeding unendingly and on. Rebecca expressed that regardless of her involvement in post-pregnancy anxiety, she's chosen to zero in on the more certain things in her day-to-day existence. Fortunately, it's worked for her. On one occasion I shared what I was proceeding with my companion, Michael Easton, and was urged to record it on paper, she uncovered. What happened to that is a short film in light of my experience. I composed and shot this movie, under Michael's bearing, to impart it to others with the expectation that one lady won't feel alone. That a friend or family member could wake them up to how somebody may feel. B&B star Rebecca Budig drills down into her story. It's perfect to hear that Rebecca has figured out how to defeat that time of her life to such an extent that she will impart her story to her fans. Presently, if by some stroke of good luck watchers could get to see her more on Broad Emergency Clinic, life could be great, isn't that so? Fans totally love her, both on screen and off. Much obliged to you for being a peruser of Cleanser spoiler. What is your take of this story? Get in contact with us with your viewpoints in our remarks area underneath. Likewise, return here as the need might arise to be aware of your number one famous people and individuals from the English imperial family. On the off chance that weren't sufficient, we've additionally got spoilers from the intense and the lovely, the youthful and the anxious, General Emergency Clinic and Days of Our Lives. The intense and the delightful spoilers. Taylor is the enormous champ. Edge gets back to his other genuine romance. The striking and the delightful spoilers bother a genuinely charged and extraordinary storyline as Edge Forrester ends up stepped back to Taylor Hayes, his other incredible love. The direction of Edge's connections has been brimming with enthusiasm, selling out, and deplorability. However, a conversion of ongoing occasions might prepare for Taylor to reappear Edge's life in a huge manner. This storyline becomes the dominant focal point in the midst of the aftermath of Carter Walton's antagonistic takeover of Forrester manifestations, Trust Logan's startling association, and Brooke Logan's endeavors to shield her little girl while keeping up with her place in Edge's life. We should plunge into the key improvements that could lead Edge to pick Taylor by and by. Carter Walton's determined plan rocks Forrester Manifestations. Carter Walton's organized overthrow at Forrester Manifestations has been the impetus for a large part of the new show. His confidence in battling for what he sees as equity for the Logan family included some significant pitfalls, both individual and expert. Carter's activities have cracked his associations with Edge and Eric Forrester, making way for Edge to re-examine individuals he trusts most. Carter's choice to line up with Trust Logan just stoked the fire. Edge erroneously accepts Trust was the brains behind the unfriendly takeover, a presumption that has caused profound strain among him and Brooke. Notwithstanding Brooke's demand that Trust's job was negligible, Edge's confidence in her has been shaken. Taylor's well-being emergency brings Edge back amidst the corporate mayhem. Taylor Hayes faces her very own emergency, one that at last turns into a defining moment in her relationship with Edge. At first accepting she was experiencing a dangerous condition, Taylor's finding a broken heart disorder was both a consolation and a reminder. Edge's presence during Taylor's breakdown at Forrester Manifestations was critical. His anxiety for her prosperity reignited old sentiments, helping Edge to remember the profound association they've shared throughout the long term. Empowering Taylor to look for treatment and supporting her through the interaction has united them, setting out a freedom for compromise. Taylor's well-being process has likewise been representative of her profound versatility. When accepting her revisitation of Los Angeles would check the finish of her story, Taylor has tracked down new strength in defying her analysis and embracing the help of her friends and family. Edge's unfaltering help has caused her to understand that their bond areas of strength for stays, following quite a while of partition. Brooke Logan's part in the continuous show has been convoluted by her double loyalties to her little girl, Trust, and her better half, Edge. While Brooke has forever been an expert at exploring interesting circumstances, this time, her endeavors to keep up with harmony have blown up. Edge's impression of Brooke has been obfuscated by her protection of Trust, whom he sees as complicit in Carter's plan. Additionally, Brooke's underlying doubt of Taylor's well-being battles has added to the strain in her marriage. Brooke's incredulity that Taylor's finding was authentic seemed to be unfeeling, further distancing her from Edge. As Edge invests more energy with Taylor and their youngsters, Brooke thinks of herself as outwardly searching in. Her job as president of Forrester Manifestations might give her expert power, however it has done practically nothing to retouch the individual crack among her and Edge. Taylor and Edge's close-to-home reconnection. The connection among Taylor and Edge has forever been established in common regard and shared history. Their romantic tale traverses many years, set apart by snapshots of energy, deplorability, and pardoning. Presently, with Taylor confronting a difficult well-being excursion and Edge faltering from the double-crossing at Forrester Manifestations, the timing feels ideal for them to reconnect. Taylor's weakness notwithstanding her finding has permitted Edge to rethink her. He appreciates her boldness and assurance to battle for her well-being, characteristics that help him to remember why he went gaga for her in any case. For Taylor, Edge's help has been a wellspring of solace and strength, building up the possibility that their association is strong. As Edge invests more energy with Taylor, fans can anticipate that their relationship should extend. The Precipice House, with its peaceful environmental elements and solid family ties, turns into a safe haven for Taylor as she centers around mending. Edge's incessant visits to the house act as a wake-up call of the existence they once shared, and could share once more. In the meantime, Brooke's response to Edge's developing closeness with Taylor will probably start new struggles. While Brooke might attempt to declare her place in Edge's life, her doubt and slips-up may eventually drive him further away. Taylor's story is nowhere near finished. Her excursion toward recuperation, both truly and inwardly, makes certain to be a focal concentration in the approaching episodes. As Edge keeps on being a wellspring of help, fans will be left contemplating whether their recharged association will prompt an all-out get-together, or on the other hand on the off chance that unanticipated snags will keep them separated. Rebecca Budig's promotion adds profundity to Taylor's screen. Rebecca, who depicts Taylor Hayes, has imparted her own excursion to post-birth anxiety, adding a layer of realness to her personality's battles. Bootig's transparency about her emotional wellness challenges has resounded with fans and given a significant stage to examining issues that influence innumerable ladies. Bootig's depiction of Taylor's strength and weakness is a demonstration of her ability and devotion. As Taylor faces her well-being emergency and explores her developing relationship with Edge, Bootig's presentation keeps on sparkling, making Taylor's excursion all the really convincing. The intense and the wonderful is making way for a sensational and profound circular segment as Edge winds up at an intersection. Will he decide to modify his existence with Taylor, embracing the security and love she offers? Or on the other hand, will Brooke figure out how to repair the cracks in their marriage and recover her place as Edge's genuine romance? One thing is sure, the street ahead will be loaded up with exciting bends in the road, keeping fans snared as they watch this famous circle of drama unfurl. Try not to miss the following section in this holding adventure.